Hello, my friends, my fire ant friends. So, it kind of freaks me out when I pull one of these cards and then I do one of these tea leaves things, and the first, or possibly the first card out, is the same as the animal spirit card. This has happened to me twice now in just the past week. And I don't always do these kinds of readings, so it's freaky. It's just really freaky. Anyway, yeah, let's look at what the fire ant. Who are you? Okay, so the first question of the reading is, where are you at? Is this reading for you? And as I already mentioned, we have the fire ant, or maybe just a regular ant, since that one came out next. And this is the earth element, of course. Wow. All right. Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. This does not sound good. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire energy is at play. Fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. Alright, so you're the type of person who gets angry and maybe pretty aggressive about how you express that anger, but you definitely have trouble letting go of the drama and cooling down. However, when in balance, a fire ant personality is thoughtful and disciplined. When out of balance, argumentative, excess heat, gossips, blames. To bring into balance, solo time, walks at night. That's interesting. Walking, definitely. I didn't think of walking at night, but I suppose it would be cooler, wouldn't it? And you don't have the influence of the sun to increase your fire. I'm surprised she didn't recommend swimming. All right. So, let's see what the ant card has to say. Work, achievement, success. Yes, ants are known for being hard workers as well. But avoid the toxic stuff, huh? No drama, no gossiping, no blaming. Increase your efforts, Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Your temper, perhaps? A wish is granted by the wishbone. And unicorn, use your intuition to make a beneficial change. Or to make beneficial changes. I'm sorry. But then we have, this was the last one out. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So it looks like you need more discipline and more intuition. All right. Well, there's nothing to say that discipline can't help you be more intuitive. Most people who are intuitive have regular meditative practices, for example. And there are certainly other things you could do, like yoga or Tai Chi, that would also help. And diet. I have not met very many or heard of many intuitive people who have really crappy diets. So yeah, there's lots of room for combining intuition and discipline if you haven't done that already. Perhaps a wish has been granted for you recently, and it looks like you've definitely overcome some sort of a problem. So you're not there yet, though. You've got the Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. You're making progress in some regards, but There's more to go, as always. So if this sounds like you, let's see what message we have for you, or messages. The question is, which oracle deck do we want to go to next? Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. All right. A chickadee just came and peered in my window. I am not kidding you. It was just sitting on the corner of my window looking at me. So perhaps chickadees mean something to you? That was very interesting. I've never had a chickadee do that before. Squirrels, yes, all the time. Chickadees, no. All right. I'm trying to grab an oracle deck. Chickadee distracted me. Oh, okay. This is a deck I use for myself mostly. But I've thought for a long time that I should also use it in my readings because it's a really good one. The Father. Oh. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? All right. This is just telling me about you, though. So, it looks very much like you are a masculine who is in a soul connection and working on your Emperor energy. I mean, look at that. First two cards, the Father and the Lover. That's not subtle. Not even a little bit. Oh, I put the book down somewhere. Well, perhaps that's all we need to know. That you are working on the masculine energies. I would say primarily Emperor. This is the Father. It's not the one of the more spiritual cards. And the Lover speaks for itself. Did you need to know that you are indeed working on or in a spiritual connection and you need to work on your divine masculine or masculine energies? I guess now would be a good time to mention that I believe everyone is divine, so I always feel like this divine masculine, divine feminine thing is a little silly, but I use the labels because that's what everybody uses. I have to speak the same language if I want to be understood. Now this is interesting. The Village came out for you. So, what is going on with your community? The Maiden. So the Maiden is one of the triad, the Maiden, Mother, Crone, the three phases of womanhood. So you may be a younger person, or you may be just at the beginning of your journey or experience. How does your community feel about all this? How is that interacting with your new status? And the Siren. Tell me about the Siren. Wrong deck, I think. The siren most likely would be the person that you feel connected to. There's an irresistible urge, desire, which is how these soul connections work. I'm going to move these like this. And it may well be that the village may be a blockage, or you may perceive it as one between the two of you. And somebody has a blocked heart chakra. For me, the Ace of Cups is a heart chakra card. So there's a need to open up your heart chakra. It's about self-love. Well, if your heart chakra is open, then you'll feel a lot of love for pretty much everybody. And it's a really wonderful feeling. It changes your perception of the world and how you relate to others. It actually becomes much easier to detach when your heart chakra is open, because you know that you're okay no matter what. Three of Swords. So there's mourning and grief, a need for sacrifice. Okay. A change of perspective. Well, since the Hanged One is upside down and reversed, I'm going with sacrifice. A need to learn how to let go with the flow, and not be in control. That may be a real challenge for you. It is for most people. Oh. Now we have another masculine card. This would be... so the Magician is... And this is in the upright. So the Magician is someone who has mastered all of the elements, fire, earth, water, air, and is able to work with the, is aligned with the divine. So is able to work with the divine energies, the elemental energies, to bring things into manifestation. This can be trickster energy as well, and there's a lot to do with communication. It's not in reverse, so I'm not going to go with manipulation, but, oh, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Oh. Perhaps you see yourself as the Knight of Wands, and the person that you are... Is this the person that you're connected to? Could be somebody else in your life. Alright, who is this Queen of Swords? Alright, this is confusing. So you're not in alignment yet with this person, is the main issue. You really want to be the King of Pentacles, of course. You're investing in yourself, but it's still at the beginning stages. So if you were a gardener, this would be, you've prepared the soil, you've removed the weeds, you raked it, you drew the lines, or however it is you want to plant your things. You've chosen your seeds, and you've even planted them and watered them. And now you're in the stage where you're waiting for them to sprout. And you have to keep watering them, keep watching, keep waiting. So a lot of diligence is required, and not much in the way of a reward yet. And you are very fearful that there will never be any reward. That it's too late. What is going on here? Do you see your person? So the Queen of Swords is clear-sighted, is not particularly tolerant or forgiving, perhaps. Sorry, not particularly tolerant or forgiving, perhaps, but now we have the Priestess. She's insight. They are insightful. They are honest. Honesty matters a lot to them. They have a lot of integrity, and they can be very blunt, plain spoken. But now we have the Knight of Pentacles and Justice. The Queen of Swords would definitely want justice. And the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse may be about secrets coming out. The Queen of Swords would not be tolerant of secrets, where the High Priestess in the upright is definitely a secret keeper. Perhaps you are moving into Knight of Pentacles, or perhaps there is a Knight of Pentacles in this situation. How many people are involved in this situation? Don't know, but we have the Tower in reverse, so inner transformation. Your inner world is falling apart because all the things you thought were true are proving to be either not true or just not accurate, not telling the full story, not a good foundation for you to build your life on. And there are far too many people involved in this situation. I can tell you that. It looks to me like you need to simplify things by clearing your head. I think we'll go to the Sacred Path cards. straightforward in what they prescribe. So let's look for a prescription to deal with this mess. I think your thinking is very muddled here. There's a concern about justice, perhaps, although justice would lead to more self-development. It might also lead to this inner tower, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You're going to have to face your shadows and deal with them at some point. I've always heard that there's gold hidden in the shadows. All right, you've got purification in reverse, which tells me that there's a lot of toxicity, or has been, and you need to change that situation. So there's definitely some purification needed. Sweating it out, that's definitely detoxing. And a respect for the cycles, movement. Anything else? So medicine wheel, cycles, movement, divine timing. Yeah. Great mystery. It is time for you to be patient, to detox, to take care of your own health, and be patient. Focus on yourself. That's what I always tell people in Soul Connections. Focus on becoming the best person that you can be. That's really the whole purpose of this. It's spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is about becoming a bigger, better version of yourself. The best possible version of yourself. And that is not an easy process if you are coming from a very unhealthy place, unhealed place. And most of us are. And let's just return to intuition, discipline, and keep going. I keep getting that message. Keep going. But intuition and discipline, I haven't seen that connection before. So return to who you truly are. That's really the whole purpose of this. To return to who you truly are before your parents, your family, society shaped you, trained you, influenced you to be something that you're really not. Now you have to be courageous and be who you truly are, regardless of what they think. It's a big step. Good luck.